broadcast with the developments that are taking place at the Karnataka High Court. The crucial hearing on the Hijab row is underway in Karnataka High Court. When the hearing began, the High Court said that it will go by what the Constitution says and the case is being heard on merit of law. Now, the petitioner, as far as this case is concerned, said that hijab, wearing of the head scarf, is an important part of Islam. The petitioner also cited Article 1A in the court while arguing the case. Let's in fact go across to my colleagues Deepak and Imran joining us in the broadcast with more details. Deepak, you reported about the standoff, the confrontation that we saw outside the MGM college. What's important is what is happening in the High Court at this point of time. The court making it absolutely clear during the beginning of the hearing itself, saying let's keep emotions aside. We will only go by what the Constitution says. We will hear the case based on the merit of the case.
Yes, the court made that mention while starting off the hearing, of course, and it's going to be very interesting how the arguments really take place in the court, because at the end of it, the orders that will be passed by the Karnataka High Court seems to be the only thing that will put an end to the entire drama that's unfolding. Meanwhile, the petitioner's advocates, of course, have requested that there be some sort of an order at this point in time that come in from the court, or at least let the students be allowed to wear a hijab for the next couple of months. By the time the court can actually make a stand or an order on this particular matter, so that the education of the students is not affected. Various submissions have been made citing the Constitution. They've said that wearing of a hijab is a way of freedom of expression. They're also saying that it's something that's they're bound to wear a hijab as far as their religion is concerned. So all of these mentions are being made by the advocates as of now, as they put forth their side of the argument. And meanwhile, let me show you what's happened here at the MGM college, where just about an hour and a half ago we saw quite dramatic scenes where students, there was a standoff between the students wearing saffron scarves and those wearing hijab. Right now you can see the entire campus has been cleared. All the students have been sent home. It's only some of the police personnel who are right now inside the campus along with the faculty members. Right. And the students once again losing out on yet another day where they could have attended the classes, and some of them even had examinations that were to be held today, and they have all been sent back home.
Right, Deepak, stay on with us. Let me also bring in Imran. Imran, now orders by the Kerala, the Bombay High Court and the Supreme Court on wearing of the headscarf was cited during the argument. The advocate representing the petitioners has said that the headscarf, not the burqa, but the headscarf is an important aspect or an important part of Islam.
Well, absolutely. He has cited previous judgments, and recently Kerala judgment also, where they didn't allow the headscarf in the police force, but also they allowed in a government school. Now, this is an issue which has been talked about right now, discussed. We are at the High Court, where the issue behind us is where the case hearing is going on in court hall number 10 in front of Justice Dixit, Krishna Dixit. Now, the question, Justice Dixit in the beginning itself has made it clear that let's not go by emotions or by sentiments of the people. Let's hold the Constitution as supreme, and we'll decide about what the constitutional values say, and they will go purely judge by judgment and based on what the constitutional guarantees and what is the stipulated norms are there. So based on which now the judgments are going on, discussion is, the arguments are going on. Our lawyer on behalf of the students there cited Quran and Hadith, also saying that this is his thing, but Justice Dixit also cross-examined the question to him on these various aspects of where they put forth. Now we have to wait and see whether the primary concern of these students is to have an interim stay on the Karnataka government order, which says that there have been no headscarves allowed, because all the exams also started now, practical exams, as my colleague Deepak reported from Mahatma Gandhi College in Udupi, where almost there's a confrontation happened where the students from both the groups came face to face. Exams are of primary importance now. What the court says is very important, because there's some section of students, they adamant that if they want to give exams, they will come inside only wearing scarf. They will not remove their scarf. And at the same time, students who are wearing saffron shawl are saying that if they are allowed inside the campus with wearing hijab, then they will not they'll also want to come wearing shawls and saffron turbans. Now, the important crucial is that exams are there, students need to attend it, otherwise their marks have not be there. They will lose out on the marks, and what the High Court decides is very crucial now, as state government also seeking a direction from the High Court to resolve this issue at the earliest. Even as we speak, many of the campuses have reported stone pelting. There has been angry confrontations between them. The Home Minister has also appealed for peace and asked students to concentrate on the future and not to disturb peace at the campuses. Despite that, there are groups. There is a lot of tension in all the atmosphere, and everybody, even common man, is kind of worried look as to where the situation is going, and praying that the situation should calm down and all go back to the normal lives.
Absolutely. Imran, stay on with us. Deepak, in fact, as far as the state government's stand is concerned, the AG said that the central point that the state government is arguing, or the central point on which the focus should be, is whether wearing the hijab to institutions is under the constitutional rights or not. The AG also said that the state is here only to address the larger issue of law and order. Imran and Deepak, keep tracking the developments that are taking place in the High Court. We'll come back to you as and when there is a verdict or some development. For now, we are moving on. And